Good morning to all. Good morning to y'all. And welcome to another edition of Wake and Pack People on a Monday morning, y'all. Shout out to everybody. I hope y'all had a good weekend. I hope y'all had a good Easter, whatever y'all did. Can't wait to shoot the shit with some of you and you know, see what the hell y'all did, see what y'all ate, you know what I'm saying, or were y'all on some regular stuff. So welcome back. Well, first of all, this is not a joke. Upon entering my car today, had this in my hand and my favorite pipe, y'all. It's over with. So we're gonna say rest in peace to, this was currently my favorite pipe, bro, and it's broken. You know what I'm saying? It's broken and it's over with. Although, but that'd be kind of doing too much. I mean, a glue or a tape job. No, we ain't about to be taping no. We not about to be taping no bowls or any pipes. So yeah, pipe gone. So that is not a joke. That happened this morning. But clearly, what is a joke is the title. We will definitely be doing Wake and Pack still for the foreseeable future. And that was my April Fool's joke to people. You gotta watch out for April Fool's jokes though, right? Because first of all, I got caught with one. The thing is, early in the morning, when you don't quite put it together yet that it's April 1st is when you can get somebody. Like soon as I woke up, they got me. Oh, it's a spider on your nose. I'm like, oh, and then I'm just thinking like, man, ain't no damn spider. You know what I'm saying? But they got me. It was that quick. I wasn't thinking about no April 1st or nothing like that. Something else even happened today. Taking the children to school and all that. Pull up at the school, nobody's there. I'm like, what? I know y'all happy. You know what I'm saying? People free day. I'm talking to the janitor. I'm like, what's going on? I didn't get the memo. So that was another deal with today. And then, what today's video is going to be about is, what we talk about on this channel can turn into other videos. And today, we're going to be talking about AJ Dillon, y'all. He was a topic and subject of Friday's show, brought up by my man, Packer fan in Vegas. And then I went in through a whole different kind of rabbit hole of Packers names. I just start thinking AJ Dillon, AJ Hawk, Aaron Jones, Aaron Rodgers, Donald Driver, Donald Lee, Devontae Adams, Devontae Wyatt, Don Hudson, Don Beebe, Brett Favre, Brett Hundley, Mike Daniels, Mike McKenzie. I mean, can y'all keep up with me? I started doing that, and you can go forever saying Packers with similar names, but there's just a few. Hell yeah. So I had to get y'all a little bit, man. I had to make it seem like a little serious. And then that's another thing, like, don't go too overboard with your April Fool's jokes, right? Don't have a motherfucker about to have a heart attack or do something so instant. I'll actually give you guys like a funny story of when I was younger, April Fool's joke. So, this involves three people, me, the homie, and another homie. So one of the homies dealing with hard times, man. His girl just left him. And me and that girl were, we were cool. We were just friends, nothing like that. But we were so cool, I go to her house and we won't even think of nothing like that. That's just, how it was. So, and everybody knew that. Everybody, she was cool with it. She was like a homie, but she was actually dating a homie. So they break up for whatever reason. Homeboy going through his shit. This might sound actually kind of bad. So I talked to the other homie. I'm like, hey, let's set him up. It was around April Fool's. He like, how? I'm like, why don't you just drop a bomb on him and say, like, I got some info, man. Like, Higher Point of View is talking to your girl. They're on the low. You know what I'm saying? So we did that. So we did a three-way call. And he said, so basically my homie called the other homie and told me. The other homie didn't believe. He said, you don't believe me? He said, okay. So he called me on three-way. So I'm playing a part. I'm like, yeah, bro, I don't know, man. It just happened. And the thing is, my homeboy was supposed to be quiet because my other homie was like, look, I'm going to put you on three-way. just so you could hear. He said, but you will burn me if you say something. You know, he said, you can't burn me. And the other homie was like, cool. So as soon as I start talking, all I said was like, I don't know. It just happened. This motherfucker just couldn't even, I'm like, he couldn't even hold it. He like, fuck you, nigga. Da, 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 da. I always knew I should watch out for you. You one of them sneaky niggas. So I had to hurry up. We had to hurry up and quit the joke. Like, hey, bro, I don't want you saying nothing too crazy about me because you going to tell me how you really feel about me. I'm like, bro, we just joking. You know what I'm saying? We don't know why the bitch broke up with you. That was just something funny that we could do to make you laugh. And, you know, he laughed it off. And like when I first seen him after making that joke, like he was giving me a look like, you know, so that was funny. That was one of my April Fool's jokes. So y'all keep the jokes light, you know what I'm saying? But don't have nobody running out their house thinking somebody getting hurt or something like that. Shout out to my boy Joe. Yes, fullback. So that is what we're talking about. Not only you know, him at fullback, but you know, it's about Matt LaFleur too, right? It's about Matt LaFleur just having the mindset, just trying to find new ways and new wrinkles in this offense. And with the absence of Josiah DeGuara, I think that AJ Dillon could probably do that role. The first thing that was mentioned now, this wasn't one of those stupid articles who nobody's going to hold themselves accountable for from like heavy.com or nothing like that. This was an actual article that had Matt LaFleur talking. And he said with AJ Dillon's pass protection, we can do a little more with him, you know. And what he mentioned was, I forgot verbatim what he said, but what he mentioned was like a little more movement. So to me, that just means fullback. But then again, that opens up a whole nother can of worms. Now he can take handoffs. They did it to a lower level, you know, with Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon, but it was more like a two-back set. The two-back set is different from actually having a fullback in there. Two-back set is like, okay, you got two running backs. But if AJ Dillon is to play fullback, again, we draft athletes. You know, just because we drafted AJ Dillon as a running back don't mean that he can't turn into a good fullback, right? Just because we drafted Elton or Zach Tom at tackle or wherever, hey, we've seen Elton and Zach Tom play both tackle and guard. We've seen Zach Tom play center, Elton play center, left tackle, right tackle, all that. That's why we get athletes. If it doesn't happen to work out with Josh with Josh Myers, then he can play guard, or we can try him at guard. And with Stenovich, you know how he is. What is his deal? We need the best five out there, okay? So if Myers, I don't know, shit. If Myers don't cut it, maybe we can put him at guard. Go ahead and put Zach Tom at center and put Sean Ryan at tackle. Because why? Sean Ryan is also one of these guys who the Packers are experts in drafting who can play multiple positions. He was a left tackle for the most part at UCLA, so he can handle that biggest load. Kayvon Thibodeau, top pass rusher from his draft, top 10 pick from his draft. Our boy Ryan did pretty good against him when UCLA went up against Oregon, okay? So, you know, we never know what's going to happen with the O-line, but just know that, you know, we pretty much are O-line university, right? I mean, not O-line university, obviously. Y'all get what I'm saying. You know how they say DBU and this and that. You know, say what you want about our drafting, however you want to say it. But, you know, we normally produce good O-linemen. Good morning to you, Brandy. Well, what I want to know is from everybody. You know, we heard from a couple people, and Packers fans seem to be torn with this whole AJ Dillon deal. I think he's better than people give him credit for. So now, you know, what's a real legit? Again, shout out to Packer fan in Vegas. He gave a over under of 500. So what is a reasonable? Maybe I should have looked at all of his previous years, but I'm sure he's hovered around 600 yards a year or something like that. But what is a realistic thing to ask from AJ Dillon? And again, I said the emergence of Emmanuel Wilson might change that. And now him being that fullback might change that. Yes, he might get a carry or two, but probably not as much as he thought. But again, this can give a really good wrinkle. And let's not discredit AJ Dillon's hands out of the backfield. That's what's making this possible. What's making this possible, AJ Dillon being a fullback or that H-back, the kind of DeGuara role, is number one, he can pass protect and he's proven it. And he's a big body that can do it. Okay, that's number one. If people don't want to tackle him, I'm sure it's going to be harder for linebackers to try to, get past him too, other than having even Josh Jacobs, especially like an Aaron Jones in that position. So that helps. His pass pro helps. So he can definitely do that at fullback. He can definitely carry the ball at fullback because he's a running back. And the last thing is his hands out of the backfield are so underrated. And just in that DeGuara role, I mean, he ain't going to be out there running streaks and slants and posts and all that. But he could come out of the backfield and catch a swing pass. He can do a little candy cane route, get him the ball, or a check down. And he's very good with check down. So again, I just think, you know what I'm saying, that we're gonna use him in a different role. And then just kudos to Matt LaFleur for even having an idea as a possibility, man. That shows a coach who wants to go out there and win, and a coach who, again, Matt LaFleur is like, fuck my idea, whoever's. It's about whoever has the best idea in the room. And that's the way I think you should operate. It all depends, Brandy. It really depends on down and distance and when he was used. Yes, fatigue could have been, one of the deals. You never know. But, also running styles are different too, right? I will always say, in my playing days, regular quarterback back there when I was an offensive tackle, like regular quarterback, it really opened up. Like I can do what I want. I can control the guy in front of me. But when you had a scrambling quarterback, it's hard to tell what this motherfucker's doing behind you. So sometimes you might think it's an offensive lineman fault for letting a sack go, but it's like, I thought the nigga was right here, and then he went over there where I pushed my guy right into him. So you can have those kind of situations, and different, running backs are different. Some are more patient. Some are like, it also took AJ Dillon. It also seemed like we get less yards when AJ Dillon runs the ball. Why? Because Aaron Jones is so evasive, Now you give AJ Dillon and players like Emmanuel Wilson a head of steam, where they could run 2-3 yards without getting contacted, and then they can go. But when you got those guys that don't have the speed or the evasiveness of Aaron Jones there, somebody's already 1 yard deep in the backfield where you make him miss, shake somebody, and then go get some more. So it also depends on who's running the ball back there. But again, we all ask the O-line to get their job done, and we just need, continuity there. So, O-line normally doesn't get switched out. We did it a lot this year with 2 different positions. We did it with the right guard. We had Sean Ryan and Runyon pretty much having a training camp battle in the middle of the season. And we know at left tackle, Rasheed Walker and Yash had a training camp battle in the middle of the season. So that's that. But man, it just, different blocking, when you got a different guy back there, they can do different things. You know what I'm saying? So with an AJ Dillon run, it's good that the offensive line all get off to a great start, get their hands on whoever their man is and start driving them back. Aaron Jones, it might be different. You might could let them bring in some more pressure, chip blocks or whatever, because we know Aaron's evasive enough to get up out of there. Oh, let's keep it going, y'all. Let's keep the shit going. That's another one. For sure. And that's gonna just really open it up. That'll be dope too. That'll be a curve. That'll be a swerve. At this point though, I'm just happy as a wrestling fan that nobody knows what the fuck is happening. Normally, with wrestling, we like, all right, well, at the end of the day, we know what's gonna happen, right? We know now they done threw us so many curveballs and pivots. They're calling it the people's pivot now. I hope so, man. And then listen, Cody to me is gonna be seen as like 5-time, 6-time, 7-time champion, possibly 10-time champion. When you look at Randy Orton, this motherfucker, 25-time champion, John Cena, 30-time champion, Ric Flair, 50-time champion. If Cody's going to be one of those guys, not only is he going to have a run, but he's going to have a few runs. So he might, you know what I'm saying, go and win the title and then lose it at SummerSlam, or he might go and win a title and lose it at, Royal Rumble or something. And then next year, WrestleMania, he gets it again. But I don't know. Shout out to the homie Carlos in the building, man. Shout out to Carlos Baldwin, man. We chilling, homie. You already know how I go. Yeah. And then again, what we got to understand too, I'm sure initially it'll just be as a pinch. And this is something we're trying. So, everything makes a difference, bro. So, just like I said, give Keyshawn a little bit of benefit of the doubt because that was his first year at that. This is pretty much, he's going to be a running back. But this is pretty much, a new position for AJ Dillon too. So we got to give him a little time. And we don't even know if it's going to work. It's just been an idea, brought up by LaFleur. Maybe he can do this. Maybe he can do that. And I just, even if nothing happens of it, I'm just at least happy that we're thinking of, LaFleur could just be like, oh, I seen what I did last year. So all I need is the same guys coming in. We're going to cook something up. No, he's still trying to be different. He's still trying to zig when they zag. So we got to give credit to our head coach. There's no working around it, Brandy. Matt LaFleur is really going to have to be disciplined. But then again, it's on how games go, too. We can all say before a game, oh, yeah, we're going to run the ball 25 times. And then once the game starts, it just, the ball bounces all different kind of weird ways. Sometimes they don't go like that. You know what I'm saying? We might have fell behind in the first half and had to play catch up and do 2 minutes and not run the ball as much. So, it is all subjective. But I feel we'll be more confident. You got to think about LaFleur, too. He is the guy calling the plays. He does know how injury prone Aaron Jones is. So maybe he didn't give the motherfucker 20 plus carries as much as we wanted him to, because he knows deep down inside that might make Jones miss 20 plus games. You feel me? Not 20 games, but you know what I'm saying. A little relay of words on there. Shout out to Jared Reyes. Oh, hell yeah. And listen, speaking of that, Jared, I'm talking to the Madden community right now, and I'm talking to the Madden creators and developers. If you guys don't get Matt LaFleur's real deal offense that he's been running the past 3 years in Green Bay, because whatever you guys have in Madden is not fucking it. It is not it. So I really hope y'all begin into changing that, because, you're holding me back on my Madden game. Higher Point of View Gaming, by the way. Go ahead and check the channel out. Now, as soon as I said that, I'm like, damn, I was supposed to put the thumbnail or whatever the fuck. I was supposed to put it in the description. I will work on it, guys. I promise. Nah, bro, we can't take away what he's known for, bro. You feel me? You can't take away what he's known for. Dude got 2 names for each one. He got Quadzilla and Quad Father. Both his quads are big enough. They got their own name, bro. So we ain't never losing that. And again, no matter what happens, and man, traditional fullback role, William Henderson, like I'm really starting to think, like AJ can do it, and this offense carries a fullback. Matt LaFleur's full offense carries a fullback and 2 tight ends, bro, condensed all close together. And then they just all, it just everything looks the same, but it's different once the play is called, and other plays set up other plays. So yeah, I ain't gonna say he need to lose weight. And this is actually them saying he don't need to lose weight. They could tell him like, hey, you really want to be a running back, man, go on and lose a couple more, because, we need to give you a head of steam. We need to give you 15 carries for you to just start going. Sometimes the game doesn't work out like that, especially with all the passing threats that we have. So yeah, we're gonna keep AJ how he is, man. That's how he is best. That's how he's always carried his weight around, and he does a good thing. No, I didn't open it, Zane. I'm just giving them enough time, because sometimes they don't. I'm going to make sure I see Eli and Peyton in the auction house, because that's sometimes people open it too early before they release the players. So probably by the time you get home, it's going to be a go. Probably by the time I start my stream, I don't know when I'm going to do it today, but a little bit thrown off guard with the no school today for the kids. So I'm but that gives me more time. I ain't got to pick them up. So, it might be an earlier stream. I don't know yet. Hopefully. I don't know yet. But yeah, I didn't open it. I can't wait to see what you get, and I can't wait to see what I get. Yeah, bro, for sure. Hey, for sure. Hey, don't say that to Vegas, man. Don't say that to Vegas, man. We like to stay on this 2 yards per carry thing. But listen, all right, it may be 2 yards per carry. And number one, that's just an average, right? Yes, it's the average of all accumulated in one. But that's not normally the case. And there's not games where he's getting 2 yards per carry, right? Some he might average 5 yards, and some he might average 1 yard because he's a backup and he didn't do too good. So his yards per carry actually is kind of tricky to look at. You just got to look at usage rate too. And again, he is known the leadingest rusher at Boston College. He is known. There's a known fact. When he gets 20 plus carries in the game, he just gets going. That's how it goes. Big boys get like that. They got to get used to the game, get used to the speed. And obviously, when you first start a game, the defense is on fire for at least the first half. But late in the third and in the fourth is when they get tired. So that's when we need to even be on AJ more heavily too. So again, it's about play calling. It's about a lot of stuff with AJ Dillon. That's why I think he has more to offer than a lot of you guys think. Oh, love it. Love it. I forgot about Double R. I forgot about Richard Rodgers, man. Hey, let's keep them coming. That sounds right to me, bro. And Dillon is just important this year, bro, for just introducing Jacobs to this offense. Jacobs is going to have questions. He's going to have, oh, with that protection, why'd you, and AJ Dillon is an unselfish guy. He's going to give it to him. And then again, don't doubt AJ Dillon. Like I told you, he thought he was going to get cut. Even Matt LaFleur said, I didn't think he was coming back. So I'm telling y'all, he might take that as some extra motivation. He might be in the gym right now, y'all. That might be the route, bro. That might be the route. And they're going to take it off of Damian so quick. But yeah, man. The Money in the Bank deal, I love the idea, but I think motherfuckers got to do a better job at just to have something like that. We should get little more teases. And I don't know, man. I think that they should have an idea of what the fuck they're going to do with the Money in the Bank before they give it to him. It seems like sometimes they just say, all right, we're going to give it to him and we're going to work out. No, fucking have a plan. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Senor Money in the Bank is ready to hold a title like that. Although he's grown on me. I wasn't even a Priest fan for a while. I'm just like, his outfits to me just look a little freaky. I'm like, man, why they got him looking like where his outfits could be a lot better, bro. Like, come on, attire department. Y'all make the shit right there on site, bro. And I know you got to use purple because that's their colors, but you could make purple look gangster a little bit. He be looking like a Power Ranger sometime out there, man. Yeah, but it's also too, man. It's also kind of like an archetype, man. You can't have it all. It's very rare that you have an O-line that's mauling in the run game and then just perfect pass blocking. I would rather have the latter in that situation. As much as we say we want to run and this and that. Listen, running backs got to be evasive sometimes and make guys miss. I much rather have a better pass blocking team. If we can have both, we can have both. But you can't have it all. Sometimes you luck up enough with a combination of guys that can get both done. But we are strictly a finesse offensive line. We can still win with it. We're better at pass protection, but when it comes to running the ball, no, we don't have maulers. But again, we got enough to get the job done. But if I'm gonna pick one, I'd rather have pass protect. Cool. Did you see J Love this year? Jersey didn't get that dirty. You know what I'm saying? And that's really big, bro. You got that stuff ends quarterbacks' careers, bro. When you start off a quarterback when they ain't ready, number one, they ain't ready. On top of that, you're gonna put him in there with a bad old line. Number one, he's gonna get hurt. And number two, his mental is gonna get hurt. So my nigga Freddie Roper in the building. And yes, bro, I probably haven't been so ready for a draft. And it's coming. It is coming. Draft content on this channel. We're gonna have some good draft content. And then again, I just want to wait till we get a little closer, right? I mean, shit, ain't no game on Sunday. So, we're gonna milk it through. We got a whole summer to, so we still got a little ways, but we definitely gonna talk about the draft. Yeah, for real, for real, for real. Like, come on. Like, they gotta change it a little bit, man. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I mean, they seem to say indoor makes everyone faster, so that really can't hurt anybody. Yeah, I mean, the full potential, Brandy, for players like Dillon is, those weather games where you have to run the ball a lot. goal line. It's just, situational, and let's be happy, because people might have thought that getting Jordan Love, what were we saying before Jordan Love took the helm at quarterback? Oh, it's going to be a lot more running. We got 2 running backs. We're going to run the ball 40 times a game and make it easy on J Love. That wasn't quite the case. Zane, bro, I ain't took a hit for 30 minutes, 25 minutes, bro. You ain't said nothing. You know what I'm saying? Me too, Patrice. And now, you know, there is a new kind of goal, a new kind of ceiling that we need to set for ourselves. We made the playoffs last year. So obviously we got to make the playoffs again. The plan is to always get better than the previous year. So we won a playoff game last year. So now is the time where we actually go on the run, bro. Hopefully we could get a home playoff game within that. But just like you, Patrice, I am excited to see what the hell we're going to do next year. Definitely. And he is young enough to do such. He's young enough to we can build around him for the next 3 years. And 3 years is a long time, especially for that position. Hopefully he makes it. But yeah, you got to think 2 to 3 linemen definitely coming in his draft. 2 to 3. And that's just offensive linemen. So for sure. Yeah, hey, Carlos, man. This is a discussion talked about a lot on this channel, man. And I think we good too, bro. Some people, I guess they just talk without thinking, but what I tell all Packer fans who say, oh, we could draft a receiver, I'm like, okay, just name our receiving core. And after a while, you're going to be like, well, damn, do I want Bo to go? Do I want Malik Heath to go? Hey, Heath ain't showed us nothing egregious. Bo Melton ain't showed us nothing like, oh, man, what is he doing? Like, everybody's really came in and really, really done a good job contributing whenever they got a chance to play, bro. And then again, Malik Heath and Wicks and, like, bro, I think we good, man. I think we good at tight end too, Brandy. Seriously, I think we good at tight end too, y'all. Of course, we pretty much have. It's going to be, I go out on a limb and say this shit early. I ain't afraid. Probably one of the best tight end cores in the league. Possibly early as next year, dudes could stay healthy. But bro, where are we even gonna put the guy at? And let's not forget, Brandy, your favorite tight end, Ben Sims. Like we don't need a tight end, we don't need a receiver. We need offensive linemen. And I would even say we don't even need a running back at this point. Maybe next year is when I would draft a running back. And because I heard this year ain't all crazy for running backs either, right? Yes, that may work, but again, it's a roster spot, right? We ain't about to keep 6, 7 receivers on the roster spot. So I think that they might go with a corner, safety, hybrid linebacker kind of draft pick for that kind of deal for special teams. But wide receiver, we are maxed out, y'all. We're just maxed out. We're maxed out, you know. That's exactly what I'm saying, Carlos. After a motherfucker start naming them, they like, well, shit, we don't need one. You know what I'm saying? And this is with Watson, with how he's been showing up. You feel me? This is with Watson with his injury issues. This is with Dubose. How much do we hear about Dubose? Dubose, whatever. How much do we hear about him? We hear enough about him that he's just not no guy out there. Like, he can get certain shit done too. You know what I'm saying? So to have that, now Dubose and Heath are looking like, the practice squad, if ands or maybe makes, right? But bro, like I said, I don't give a fuck. Bo Melton should not be on no practice squad at all this year. He better be a day 153 roster type dude. Like, that's just how highly I think of him, bro. Did you see him come in and it looked seamless? Looked like he didn't drop a beat, bro. That is good to have. You remember back in the day, not even back in the day, like 2-3 years ago, God forbid Devontae miss a game. We got Lazard and this, like, bro, we got even cats that can miss games and we're fine. What happened when niggas was missing games last year? Oh, Wicks. Oh, my turn. Oh, let me get 113 yards with a touchdown. Jaden Reed. Oh, my turn. Let me get 100 yards receiving and then add 50 more on the ground with a rush with a touchdown. You know, Romeo is Romeo. He's a staple. He's either wide receiver number 1 or number 2, no matter how you slice it, somehow, some way. Christian Watson. Oh, he ain't on the field. We don't see a lot from him. He gets hurt. But when we do see him, what does he look like? He's punched in numerous. I'm going to say numerous too. I can't just say, I'm not even going to say 1 or 2. Numerous 100-yard games, man. I remember a few myself, right? So, and he might have had one if Aaron went back to him that game. I'm sure he was playing some other kind of psychological role with him, but I don't give a fuck. Him being that open, that opening play in Minnesota, for you to not go to that again, like, don't be like that, you know. But we love the complicated fella. And that's the guy I forgot, Zane. So I said, and we were high on him. So for us to be so high on Toure at one point in time, and now he can't even snip the lineup because Heath came in, did his thing. Wicks came in, did his thing. Melton came in, did his thing. So he's going to be the man out. I just do not see. And at the time we pick him, okay, if we pick a first-round receiver, cool. But if we pick one any later than a third, like, I don't think any third-round receiver this year. Now, again, I'm probably wrong because we don't know nobody and might be a legend, but I don't think any receiver coming in this year that'll be like a third-rounder is going to be better than Watson, Dubs, Melton, or any of them. You know what I'm saying? But again, yes, and you know, listen, and we got some edge, you know, probably not as much as we like. LVN is supposed to, you know, hopefully he gets unleashed, okay? And we already know what Gary could bring to the table. JJ Ngabare is coming back from injury, but as a rotational guy, Kingsley, he did not do bad. JJ Ngabare did not do bad. He's going to be coming back. Everybody's talking about Brenton Cox, right? So I want an edge guy, but a defensive end type edge guy. That's the kind of edge I want. I don't want the stand-up kind of edge linebacker. We got enough of those, and Uncle P is still around. I just want a dog, you know, kind of like a Carl Brooks, man. If we could get like a Carl Brooks, but less versatile, just plays, and, you know, Brooks is so good, he could play and tackle, whatever. And then again, we got a deep D-line room, too. Kobe Wooden, TJ Slayton, you know. So I'm not sure if we're going to be getting too many big boys there either. This draft, linebacker, safety, offensive line, just off top. We'll see about the rest. But y'all know linebacker, safety, offensive line is going to be something. And I guess I'll say corner, you know. But the corner might be it might be a corner safety kind of hybrid kind of deal. But we'll see. Oh my God, you remember that? And then again, respect to Geronimo Allison, right? Never forget one of Aaron Rodgers' best passes against Chicago. Him in that right corner over there. Boy, oh boy, that was, you know, raw. But man, remember we had Lazard, Geronimo. It was just slow as dirt, bro. We were like the slowest receiving core in the league. So, you know, somebody mentioned, you know, we got all these other guys now. Let's go get a big body kind of big deal receiver. No, I think we're done with that. I don't want another Lazard. Hey, ain't enough blocking in the world. Yeah, but shout out to Gmo, though. Shout out to Gmo. He's one of those Packers that will be naming, you know, random Packers like Sam Congato, like Najee Davenport, like who else? Shit, I said William Henderson earlier. I used to love me some William Henderson. Yeah, bro, and he had a chance. But the thing is, Carlos, last time we seen him, he made noise. You remember him last year against, who was it, Philly? You know what I'm saying? A little scramble drill. Aaron caught him, and you know, he looked good, did a nice little celebration. Like, he's game, but just to see how he got passed up is like, how we going to bring in another fucking rookie, bro? We good at receiver, man. We good at receiver, bro. And if we do, just like Brandy said, that motherfucker going to be on special teams. See him too. You know, from what we see from him, it looks like he's a guy. So that's what I'm saying. We good, bro. We do not need to draft a receiver. I'm sorry. Yeah, but bro, he's a good player too, but it's just going to be hard. Hey, we might could get that. You know, hey, Madden Ultimate Team will give it to you. See, the regular Madden regs, they give you those ratings and you stuck all year. Hey, when motherfuckers is balling in real time, Madden Ultimate Team will hook you up. Oh yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. You know, maybe he's taking a break. But hey, you know, it's summer. I mean, I'm just, man, I don't know, man. I just got on a roll. I created something. It's been becoming consistent. That's why I've been doing this every day. So maybe he's waiting, you know, to the, you know, season gets a little closer. I'm sure he'll, you know, drop video, especially around the draft, you know, and, you know, we all want to hear his opinion. Absolutely. Absolutely. For real. That was he was there for what? Cup of tea. Hey, what's the word, man? Shout out to Packer fans with swagger, man. Big Nate is in the house, y'all. Hey, man, you ain't like I always tell y'all. We ain't never late, man. We fashionably late. Well, you know, Janice is a legend in his own right. You know what I'm saying? We can't ever forget about just Jeff Janice. Oh yeah, I had to get y'all with a little something this morning because shit, I done got fooled 2 or 3 times already this morning. At first, a spider on my face. I knew I shouldn't have fell for that one, but you know, I'm just waking up. I don't know what's going on, and then pull up to the school. Ain't no fucking school today. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to my boy Milto again. You already know when y'all see Milto, when y'all see John Bannon, you know, even when y'all see MVP, Mr. Vice President, man, hit that like button. If you didn't hit it on your way in, hit it on the way out. Oh, White Jesus. He was good though. He was good. What the fuck is his name? Somebody gonna get it. Somebody in the chat. Who's White Jesus? Let me think. Touchdown Jesus. What the fuck? He was dope too, bro. Aaron was mad when they cut him. What is his name, y'all? What's that receiver name? You're right, bro. You got a point there. You know, we got in. Look, Kobe Wooden too. I mean, not Wooden. Brenton Cox, bro. We keep hearing about this Brenton Cox, bro. But that's why I kind of said, you know, more of an end, you know, because we got the edge guys. We got Rashawn and all them. But yeah, no. And then again, Halfley, you feel me? Halfley is you know, we gonna see what he could do. Oh, for sure. And is that what you're going for? Yeah. Alizé Hennessy. That's an incredible hawk, what we call around here. And yes, was it Jordan Kamaru? Yes. And then shout out too to Jordan Love. You know, his name was going to be Michael Jordan Love. So shit, I'm just gonna call him that anyway. And come on, Michael Jordan, the real Michael Jordan. Like, bro, it's a layup, bro. You already had Devontae. You know what I'm saying? You already got Devontae in the Jordan brand. Man, go ahead and give it to Jordan Love. I mean, that'd just be, you know, he's already wearing the shit. Like, you should have been gave him a deal, MJ. But I know you like greatness, and you just had to see. No, not White Lightning. Touchdown Jesus. Yeah, touchdown Jesus. Jordan Camero. Yeah, that was his name. White Lightning. Yeah, hey, legendary White Lightning. Jordy Nelson. Big Nate in the house. Yeah, Jordan Camero. Jake Camero. Yeah, my bad. See. Yeah, and he was a little dog too, bro. He did his thing too. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, on that note, we're gonna get the hell up out of here, y'all, man. Happy Easter again. Happy April Fools to all y'all. Don't fool nobody too hard. I actually liked Ty Montgomery, you know what I'm saying, but he did that thing he did, and that got him cut. You feel me? I was at that game too. He shouldn't have returned that. They told him not to, bro, and he did, bro. So he pretty much went rogue. So that shows you the consequence that people can get when they go rogue. So y'all talking about Jair, didn't think he should have been suspended. If we cut, you know, Montgomery for, you know, breaking a rule, you know, that we told him to do on the field, what you think we're gonna do if somebody's really breaking the rule off the field but still on the field at the same time? Like, he had to get punished. Hey, bro, sounds good to me. And from your mouth to the football god's ears. But again, we getting out of here, man. So shout out to my boy Joe coming through again. Brandy Lewis, of course, my favorite. Shout out to Big Nate coming through. Hennessy Alizé, you know, all that. The dog, the fish, Lil Nate, Monica. I ain't seen Monica in a minute. Carlos Baldwin. If I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. Of course, my boy Zane, my boy Milto. Shout out to TR2. Patrice Goldberg. Hey, WrestleMania season, baby. Let's get ready. Carlos, my boy Carlos Baldwin showing up. Thanks for showing support, bro. For sure. Freddie Roper, my nigga, came through. Jared Reyes, of course. Mr. Vice President, of course. And we're going to get up out of here, y'all. So I'll holler at y'all tomorrow.